only barely touched it. She gives me a wink and a weak smile. I laugh nervously. Still waiting? Still waiting? I got here way too early. This is why I'm always late for things. I'm not good at waiting. I'm not a waiter. Oh no. Oh, I did. It cut. I don't know how far back I lost either. Well, I'll be back in a little bit if you need anything, she says before she patters off to another table. I go back to my anxious drumming. Anticipation really is the worst thing. And then that's when I hear a voice behind me, delicate and refined, every syllable immaculately measured, a voice like a poem. I hope you haven't been waiting long. Goodbye. It's Mother again. I turn around. She's standing there. Her makeup, her hair, her dress are all as flawless as her speech. She could be a doll. I still can't believe she agreed to be seen with a big pile of garbage. Anyway, I don't say is, oh, no, I've been here freaking out for the last half hour. Jesus Christ, girl, go find a hobby. Right, honey? Instead, another nervous laugh. Not too long, besides you're right on time. I don't even need to look at the clock to confirm that. I'm so glad the server took away 2 plates of fried flounder rolls I'd eaten earlier. Don't judge me, a nervous girl gets hungry. And then I don't know what to say. For a minute I sit there thinking, oh god, I'm going to end up like the weather couple, aren't I? It takes everything in me to stop myself from saying something insufferable like, lovely weather we're having down, but nowhere near as lovely as you can. And now it's been an awkwardly quiet for way too long. Oh, I'm sorry. You should sit down. Jesus. We got the star that can change shapes, and then we got the girl that's so nervous she can't do anything really good. Fuck. I jumped up without a second thought and pulled out the chair across from me. Bree smiles gracefully and sits down before I return to my seat. I sit down and still can't think of anything to say. I'm so sorry for judging you couple from earlier. Still not sorry for annoying you though. I'm really glad you agreed to come out with me. I'm sure you're really busy being adored and everything. Means a lot that you'd make the time for a wrench junkie like me. I'm sure you got lots of other things. Other girls vibing. V-Y-I-N-G. I don't know. For your attention. Vibing for your attention. Mary purses her lips and looks away for a moment. I use the opportunity to brush some errant bits of fried fish from my shirt before she turns back around. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I don't think I'm very approachable. I laugh a bit and shake my head, but she's not wrong, really. I mean, even I'm intimidated by her. I'm usually too dumb to be nervous. That's a fucking sentence. Okay. God, I wish I had an actual voice. Myra, though, she reaches across the table with a warm smile and puts her hand on mine. Not like you. You've always got such a crowd around you and everyone always smiles. Oh, maybe you could help me be better at being friendly? I'm not sure how to express the expression on my face reads, but given that she immediately pulls her hand away and covers her mouth with it, I imagine not too good. Nervous kitty, activate. I'm so sorry. We barely know each other, and I'm already petitioning you for favors. That was rude of me. I shouldn't have. I jumped on my seat. The table shakes as I do, but thankfully none of the glasses fall over or anything. Okay. I mean, you can come help me. Aw, you bitch. I'll try not to. Oh, thanks, dear. I only had to push in my throat to do that. Huh? What was that, Missy? I will, my dear. No, that's totally fine. I was just surprised because I'm a huge mess. I think people only hanging out with me so much because it makes them look like they have their lives together by comparison. I'm sure the girls who I almost hit with my chair when I kicked it back just now would agree. But if you really think I could help, I'd love to. I sit back down to see Marie smile again. I mean, if I had to make a fool out of myself, at least that makes it worth it. I don't really know how you do it. Do what? She waves her hand to the side, gesturing to the people, just finally turning back around with an aloofness. I'm going with aloofness. That doesn't fit the insecurity of her words. Still, with being the center of attention like that, having so many eyes on me, always makes me feel like I'm going to wilt. Oh. Well, who cares what they think, I guess. I mean, if I've got everyone's eyes on me, then that must mean I'm at least doing something worth watching. Better to be laughed at than boring. At least that's what my grandma always used to say. Of course, my grandma was a clown. My grandma was a clown. Don't worry, it's a joke. She was a clownfish. I am so confused here. I have no idea what's going on in this game. Oh, don't tell me you just restarted again. Oh. Okay, she wasn't a clownfish either. Marie just bites her lip and averts her eyes. It makes me wish I had actually ended with the bad clownfish joke. I start to say something probably obnoxious to bring her smile back, but that's when the server reappears at our table. I'm not sure whether to be relieved or annoyed. Your ladies ready to order? Look at Mary, I definitely haven't given her a chance to look at her menu, but she orders without a second hesitation. I mean, there's only like 2 restaurants in town, so she's probably just knows what she likes. Then the server turns to me. Yeah, can I get a plate of fried flounder rolls with spicy squid ink dip? Okay, there you go, honey. You want some fried flounder rolls with spicy squid ink dip? Are you sure? Sarah narrows her eyes at me knowingly. Listen, if a girl wants to eat 3 plates of fried fish rolls in one sitting, is her prerogative. Bitch, fuck up. I'm paying for my food. Then she lets us know she'll be back with our food shortly in her most chirpy voice and pads away again. Anyway, I think you handle being the center of attention just fine. You've got this air of certainty and elegance about you. You could probably burp in the middle of a speech and everyone would think it was perfect savior fair? Savior. Yeah, I'm not saying those last 2 words. She giggles at me. She seems to get discouraged easily, but it's just as easy for me to bring her back from it, so I don't mind. You're probably right, but I think that says more about them than it does about me. I'm surprised to see her playing along like this, even if it's her own restrained and polite ways, so I decided to take it even further. Oh God. I don't know, pretty impressive how you have convinced them to hang on every word, really. You don't give yourself enough credit. I think everyone else gives me more than enough of that regardless of whether it's... I think everyone else gives me more than enough of that regardless of whether it's due. She sings again, but I'm not going to let her this time. Well, I promise to never give you credit for anything. Oh, this girl's trying so hard. Oh. Hey, honey, can you come say this sentence? Because I cannot say it without laughing. But you're good at it. I love you. Okay. Why are you putting them on the ground? Yeah, I know. I'm so mean. I love you. Nah, I love you more than your body right now. I bet.
So we're stoked. This one. Well, I promise to never give you credit for anything ever then.
I can't do it. It's like,
I
why?
think this is mostly a romantic novel.
I have no idea because I completed one story already.
Oh, the good thing is there's no body scenes in it, so you're safe, I think.
So far.
So far. Hey, sure for me.
I keep it up. I'll keep it all for myself. She laughs a real laugh, not some polite affection, but a genuine one. It's shrill and annoying, but not cute at all. And I can't help to find it adorable. She quickly covers her mouth and forces herself to stop, but it's too late. I've already fallen in love. What? As I open my eyes, naked in the sand. Wow, okay. I wonder what it must be like to feel the sun on your bare skin. What would it be like to live in a world with air, with a sky that is up above and not beneath your feet, where the stars are distant points of light, not cherished friends? How strange it would be to wake with the hot sun shining directly on your face, to see shadows cast at every turn. The water is bright and warm, but that light comes from every direction, not the sky emitting from the magic that infuses every inch of the water that surrounds us. I turned to Cleo, laying beside me, sleeping so soundly. She would be perfect for that spotlight. Myself, I was born to be the stellar stagehand I am. I melt away in the heat. I lift Cleo's arm off my chest and kiss her hand gently before laying it on the ground. She doesn't wake, she doesn't even stir. She's so beautiful, the sun couldn't hope to compete. Even laying there silently, it looks like her smile could flash across her face at any moment. And I love that smile so quickly and easily. I love that infectious way she laughs. Why would I ever need the sun when I have her? I sit up and run my hand along her back. Fine grains of sand roll smoothly between her skin. My skin and hers. I feel like I could sit here admiring her like this for hours. I really could too. I have no pressing responsibilities today. I'm sure Cleo... Hey. I will. I'm sure Cleo would enjoy the adulations as well. But I wouldn't want to indulge either of us that much, honestly, I'm not sure which of us needs it less. I stand up and try to brush the sand from my back and my legs. We should have brought a towel. I don't know why I let Cleo talk me into these things. It clings to my skin. It probably all over my hair too. I've been shaking it out for weeks. But I can't say last night wasn't fun. I feel my face starting to flush just thinking about it. I shake those unladylike thoughts just like I shake the sand off my clothes as I pick them up. As I put mine on, I do the same with Cleo's, leaving them folded on a nearby rock. As I'm doing that, I hear snickering from behind me. I turn around. There she is, with that flagging smile, arms outstretched, sand sparkling on her breast, and she laughs at me. Uh-oh. Come back. Hey, what? Hey. Hey, I'm trying to read that, you assholes. As I'm doing that, I hear a snicker behind me. I turn around there, and she laughs at me. Come back. After I just spent all the time removing as much sand from my clothes as I could, I think not. She pouts, but it's just an affection. Her lips purse in such an extravagant manner, I can tell she doesn't expect me to take it seriously. Besides, she had to have known there was no way I was going back down there. I throw her skirt onto her face. Get dressed. Cleo pulls the skirt down over her head and then wiggles her arms through the holes. Wait. Oh, yeah, you guys. I think I'm not sure how to think of this. I don't know if it's supposed to be what it's supposed to be like. I'm confused here. Because I don't know if this is actually the full game or not. Without jumping, I don't think it is. But I'm not sure. Right. You sure are in a hurry. You must have something real exciting planned for today. You're the one supposed to be making plans today. My schedule's completely open. Oh, what I planned to do was stay in bed longer than this. I walk over to her, crouching down. I do my best to fix the mess that is her hair. That there's not much I can do though. I don't think Cleo ever brushes it in her life, and every time I bring it up, she just shrugs. While I'm preoccupied with that, she pulls my hand away by the wrist and presses her lips against mine so forcefully I almost lose my balance. However, she just wraps her arms around my waist, pulling me closer and stabilizing me. Just like always, she's there to prop me up. I pull back from the kiss and standing, I grab her hand and pull her up. She groans as I lift her to her feet. Aren't we supposed to be relaxing? The whole point of taking time off is so you can sleep in with me. Cleo yawns and blinks, still shaking off the effects of sleep. Still holding her by the hand, I lead her over to the rest of her clothes. Staying in bed all day isn't relaxing to me, you know that. I look back to where we were laying just moments ago, not that I could call a pile of sand a bed. You sure though? I don't really think I've ever seen you just sit and do nothing in all the time I've known you. When's the last time you let yourself just be lazy? I turn out my hands, open palmed. I don't like doing nothing, far from being relaxing. It makes me anxious. Well, we only have so much time and there's so many things I could be doing. Besides, just sitting here around leaves me all alone with my thoughts, and the less time spent like that, the better. She lifts her head and kisses me on the cheek. Well, this is supposed to be Marie time, so you're sure you are sure you don't want to join me in a nice long wallow? And then she puts her lips to mine again, and I realize to me, kissing her the most relaxing thing in the world. For a long time, we didn't talk. The peaceful waters are only occasionally disrupting by a passing school of fish or the errant crab crawling amongst the rocks. Hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, winding our way through the silent sands outside of town, taking our time to know where to be, and enjoying one another's presence. The celestial authorities always balks when we take days like this. Their head of maintenance heading off into the wilderness for a full day with the keepers who cares for linen, one of the brightest stars in the sky. We don't get this opportunity often, and I intend to relish it. It's only a mile or two back to town, but we take our time wandering around in whatever direction catches our fancy. I feel Cleo squeeze my hand in several short bursts. I look up to see her pointing out the distance out towards the outcropping of a pink coral. Look at that. That's just like your hair color. It's so cool. I smile. Even from this distance I can tell it's a much brighter color than my hair. Almost neon even. We should take a closer look. Look at that. Oh. And I move forward, pulling her along with me. At least at first, Cleo quickly gets overexcited and runs ahead until she's dragging me. In a rush, she lets go of my hand and dashes forward. I feel a stupid little ping of loneliness in my heart as her fingers brush past mine. She stops when she gets to the outcropping and turns around, smiling at me expectantly. See? What'd I say? They're exactly the same. You could be related. Sweetie, I love you, but they're nothing alike. Could you imagine me with so grayish of a color? I'd never be able to leave the house. Her smile just widens, totally disregarding my correction. You leave the house for me, you already do. You'd leave the house for me, you already do. Her voice is coy and teasing. She's right, but she's also wanting me to play along. So I puff out my cheeks, fold my arms across my chest, and spin around on my feet. I found it myself to leave the house just fine before I met you. She's immediately behind me, hands on my shoulders, attempting to mollify my binge annoyance. Okay, you sure about that? She says as she peeks out from behind my shoulder. I jerk my head away, chin up in aristocratic defiance, but that's when I see it. On the ground, a starfish with each of its arms in the claw of a crab, each pulling it a different direction. Jesus Christ! The sight sends shivers through me. Linen. All pretense of annoyance drained from me. Cleo must recognize something's wrong because she grips me tight into her arms. Hey, is everything okay? I point down to the starfish, and immediately as I do, it's torn asunder. Crabs scurry away along the sand, each carrying one piece of it. I was never good at omens, but the way this has seized my heart, it has to be one. I want to be wrong. I've always been wrong before. I'm just a stupid girl who's wrong again and bad at prevention. Getting worried over nothing. Still, I have to know. It can't be about them. It can't be about them. It was just a starfish. I turn around and Cleo squeezes tighter onto my hand. As I do, undoubted, I hike up my skirt and run my fingers slipping through her grass. Unlike before, I don't feel the pain of loneliness at our hands part. I'll get back to Lennon. We'll be there, safe and asleep in their chambers. My beautiful star ready to light up the night sky up the sky tomorrow night. Cleo calls out to me, but I don't look back. I'm just a stupid girl who let her anxiety get the better of her yet again. Please let that be true. It feels like I make it to town in an instant. My thoughts are tilting and twirling in my head. Any moment I think I have a hold on one, it seems to slip right by me. All I can do is keep running. I move through the streets, forcing people to jump out of the way. I don't even bother to try to avoid them. I don't care what kind of scandalizing looks they give me. All I care about is that Lennon is safe. So I keep on. And so I do. I see someone I know. Recognitions flashes across their face. They yell my name, they reach out and grab me. I jump to the left, nearly losing my balance and my heels. I right myself on a passerby and then wave to the crowd. I know what they want to say, I don't want to hear it. If I don't hear it, it's not true. Let me delude myself for a bit longer. I just want to run back out of the city, back into Cleo's arms. I want to pretend none of this is happening. But I don't do that. I can't do that. Lennon deserves so much more than that. After all they've weathered, after everything they've helped me through, I have to at least pretend to be strong. I want to see them. I need to see them. They always say moments like this feel endless, that everything moves in slow motion. I wish that were true. I wish the streets stretched out endlessly towards the horizon. I wish I could spend just one moment longer before crossing this watershed that I never thought I'd have to cross. But the truth is, I'm here before I know it. I bolt up the stairs past the guards, checking badges. I think I even shoved one of them out of the way. The entrance hall is mostly empty. Most of the stars are already in their places in the sky. Keepers beside them humming cryptic lullabies, just like I'm supposed to be doing right now. I dash through the hallways, making sharp turns, turn after turn, slamming into walls. I don't care at all. As I'm running, I stumble forward and my heels slip out of my shoe. I catch myself on the wall, but I don't stop. I just kick off my shoe and keep running, my feet slapping against the cold marble floors. And then I finally reach it, Lennon's room. The lights is on, the door is open. From inside, I can hear low voices. I'm panting, I can't breathe, I can't swallow. My whole body quivers, and I can't tell if it's from fear or exhaustion. I take a tentative step forward, my stomach lurches. I close my eyes and try to breathe, try to calm myself. My heart is pounding so hard, I can feel it in my throat. When I open my eyes again, the assistant archives is standing in front of me, glaring with the unreadable expression on her face. She's exactly who I don't want to see right now. There was no need for you to run. Her voice is as cold as I feel right now. She glances down to my bare feet, and then without a remark, she steps back into Lena's room. I follow her. In the moment I do, my fears are confirmed. I can't feel Lennon at all. I can't hear their voices in my head. Their warmth and love perpetually radiating from them is gone. They're gone. My legs giving out and my knees cracking against the ground. There's two other nymphs in the room, both of them wearing white gowns, masks. They're standing over the bed in the center of the room where Lennon is still laying. Poking, prodding, they have some instruments in their hands, getting some kind of reading. I don't know what they're for. I don't know who they are. I don't know what the hell they're supposed to be doing. And Iris next to them, just writing away on our parchment, completely detached from the situation. Not one of them has so much as glanced at me. Holding onto the doorframe, I rise shakingly to my feet. I make a few unsteady steps across the room, closer to the bed, closer to them. All of the glow is now from their body. Their shimmering flesh is dull and dark, and lifeless, as empty as the sky without them. Lemon? Okay, I got a fucking drink. Oh, I will. Lennon, what happened to you? My face is hot, my eyelids are quaking, the tears running down my face and dripping off my chin. I reach out my hand, I want to touch them. I'm not sure if it's to confirm that this is really happening or if it's a parting tenderness. Doesn't matter anyways, because I don't get to. I just grabs my wrist. She squeezes so hard her nails dig into my skin, but she doesn't look up at me. I yank my hand free. How did this happen? Tell me how this happened. I finally get her attention. We lock eyes. If you were half the Starkeeper everyone imagines, you too imagines you to be, you wouldn't have to ask that. How? The words catch on my teeth. I'm stunned. Even the other two nymphs in the room realize how cruel that is. One looks up and glares at her. Iris just goes back to writing like nothing happened. The nymph in white turns to me. We're not sure how it happened. Their vitals alarm went off this morning. By the time someone got in here, they were already gone. Gone? Lennon's gone? I don't want to hear that. I always thought it would be bound to them for life. They were old, but they still had hundreds of years left. They were supposed to outlive me, like they had a dozen Star Keepers before. But now, I'm here. I'm alone. They've left me all alone. What am I supposed to do now? She keeps talking, but nothing else she says matters. Every word washes over me like another wave of grief. Her voice is remote, fading. I'm not sure if she's even talking to me anymore. 4 other stars. The exact same time. The lines of words wobble and burst. The colors seep out of and blend into the inky blackness. I built my life around Lennon. Being a Starkeeper was that what defined me. They needed me like no one ever needed me, like no one else ever would. We're working to find an answer. I was everything to them, and they were my light. Hey, what the? They needed me so... They needed me like no one... Oh, God damn it. And then a hand on my shoulder, trying to pull me back. With the hands coming a voice, the words are perfunctory like an item being checked off the list. I'm sorry for your loss. Jesus Christ. I have no idea. Oh. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be the start of the game. And there's probably going to be more. It's just that it hasn't been developed. Yeah, it's just the prequel to The Waters Above. But there is no such thing as that yet, so it is literally just the... It's... I do like the features. It says not included is a handkerchief for your tears. It's like, bam, bitch. I definitely will probably play some of their other ones. I think this is more to just jump in and just show how they want the story. But I do got one more. Remind me, Waters had Lena Lenon Garden of Jealous Things. Oh, those are cute. Looks like it's supposed to be bigger, but it's not showing fully. Oh, that's neat. Oh, they actually have an official site. We are a game development studio focusing on uplifting stories of magic, fantasy, and love between women. Oh, yeah, because now that I look at it, all their things are Yuri's. I can't wait until the full game comes out, though. Oh, this is so adorable. Oh god, everybody'd be freaking going after that. Go to Twitter. I must follow these people. Oh. Wow. Okay. Let's go back to scenes. Oh. Yeah, well, after I go pee. Oh. mean, it is cute.
Yeah.
I do like their stories. I just got the one left, and then if I decided to buy one of their other games. And I do like how they have either adventure mode or visual novel. You don't see a lot of games ever do that.
Yeah.
So, ugh. Ugh. I wake up sick. I wake up shaking. It's so cold. So cold. It's cold. My stomach quakes. My first thought is to curl up, wrap my arms around myself, retain some heat. I don't have a blanket. I'm naked. And it's so cold I've lost feeling in my fingers. I have to. I have to. I have to do what I can to stay warm. But I can't. The second I try to move, my arm tug against restraints. I'm strapped down. My arms, my legs, my head strapped down so tight I can't move them a centimeter. Strapped down so tight I can feel the buckles digging into my flesh. So tight it's going to bruise. In my grogginess, it takes me a moment for the fear to set in. I look at my situation as if from the outside, with a cold curiosity, almost amusement. But when the fear comes, it comes unrestrained. A strange place, a cold steel table, bright lights, silence, and worst of all, waters feel empty, devoid of life, devoid of magic. It feels like I'm breathing air. It feels like I'm always just on the edge of breathlessness. The fear comes, and it comes hard. I tear at my restraints like a panicked animal. If anything, they only tighten. So this is what fear is like. It strikes me. It strikes me that it is for the first time I've really felt it. I don't like it. But that thought, that realization brings on a whole flood of others that only make my fears worse. I don't remember last night, or the hours before, or the day at all. Even the year. I don't remember anything. For all I know, I was born this moment. The past stretches out behind me like a formless, unreachable expanse. A glowing void, a yearning pit of hunger and impatience. I want to feel it. I have to feel it. I can't just leave it empty like this. It's not right. And so I scream, or I try, but but only a pained rasp comes from my mouth. My eyelids tighten and quiver. I want to cry. I don't even know that I can. I'm not sure if it's something I'm capable of. My body tells me it's something I've never done. That's when I hear the voice drift across the room. Shameful. You're the worst one yet. The voice, like the deepest rumbles of waves, of a wave. I recognize that voice. The voice is my own. Every time you just keep getting weaker and weaker. The disgust at seeing myself whimper and cry is almost too much to take. My muscles tighten and freeze. I can't turn my head to look at her, but I know what she looks like. And the things she says, the things she implies, just how many have there been? Oh well, we all have to suffer in pursuit of knowledge. She laughs a laugh like cracking bones, the laugh of a predator. That's what she is, a predator. I've fallen prey to myself. You're a little dork, you know that, princess? I will. One second, guys. I test my restraints again. I can feel her getting closer. I can feel her draining all the heat, all the life, all the joy from the water with every step. And then she stands over me, watching, smiling, or trying, with the curled up broken line of her mouth. Her smile, my smile. She's displeased. I wonder if everything else you could handle being sedated again. I don't mind finding out. You're perfectly expendable. You exist to be expendable. I'm just wasting my energy anyway, but the sinking pit in my stomach tells me that doesn't even matter. It's all her game anyway. I wonder if after everything else you could Who are you? I finally managed to gasp out. She smiles so wide and bright, brighter than the light hanging over me. She puts her hand against my cheek, almost tenderly. I try to recoil, but I can't move. This, more than anything else, is too much for me. You're smarter than that, I hope. Then, as abrupt as her gentleness, she drags her fingernails across my cheek. I wince as she draws blood. Or not. None of you have been particularly bright. She turns away and steps away. I'm not even worth looking at. You or me. You're my clone. I made you as a subject for my experiments. Our experiments. I don't react. Something in me acknowledges that this is correct. I would do the same thing given the need. The only thing, this isn't the kind of person I want to be, but it won't do any good to pretend it's not true. Now, she turned around. I can tell because her voice is clear again, clean and sharp, surgical. Now, it's my turn. She steps closer to deliberately, so I hear her shoes click twice on the metallic floor. The click of the heels slipping to the click of the toe. She's drawing it out. She wants the anticipation to build up in me. She wants me to be afraid. Why does she want me to be afraid? How does this help her? We are the same. It should be obvious to me, but it isn't. I cannot follow her. I don't know what she's after. Maybe we aren't so similar after all. But why wouldn't we be? So tell me, do you remember being born? With my eyes to reply, I don't remember anything. She must know that. If anything, this is my birth. Before I speak, she jolts across the few feet between us. In a moment, she grabs the table and it shakes with the force of her movement. Despite that, however, her voice is still sweet and methodical. Don't answer thoughtlessly. Try before you speak. I realize, holding my breath, I inhaled deeply. Did you have to fart? Why are you so gassy? Huh? Why are you so gassy? To try to remember, not because I think she's What, Papa? What? You jumped up there? I don't want to try to remember, not because I think she's wrong, but because I know she isn't. There must be something for me to remember. I don't have a choice though. I don't want to think about what she'd do to me if I defy her. I close my eyes. I try to calm myself. It's not easy in this situation. My hands are shaking. And I think I can feel something in the back of my mind waiting, but I have no links to it. It feels buried, planted in my recess long ago, completely disconnected. I reach out for it, but it only pulls further and further away. I'm tied down here just as much as I'm tied to the table, and I give up just as quickly here. And I open my eyes, the other is standing over me. Don't. Her voice crackles and pops, her eyes swirl and sparkle. Don't stop now, Ira. Ira. I don't know the word, so why does it sound so familiar? Ira. That's my name, isn't it? But I am Iris. And then I remember waking on the altar, being taken into my keeper's arms, my naming. Before that, even, I remember being called, compelled, pulled, the distracted pieces of me gathering, condensing, condensing, giving birth to something anew, to something much greater than before. And then I'm back on the table. The bile rises in my throat. The other still hovering over me, her hair covering my face like a curtain. What have you done to me? Do you still not get it? She lifts her head, smiling again. She loves showing off how much smarter she is than everybody. So much. Even if that person is herself. I thought you'd be able to figure it out between the two of you. And then it snaps, and the two galaxies inside me crash together. I am Iris, but I am also something else. I am also the star Era. And Era's memory spanned tens of thousands of years back, long before Era was even born. Before they were even a dream. And I can hear them now, the voices of my siblings, the voices of my ancestors, the voices of stars yet to be born. The whispered cacophony of time. How did you do it? She laughs again, the sickening laugh to bring down gods. I injected star material directly into you while you were grown. It'll kill you soon enough. It's extremely toxic. Don't worry though. Don't worry though. You've done me such a great favor. You've rendered it harmless. You've given me a way to gain the memories of the stars myself. The stars are dying, Era. They're dying fast and no one seems to care. Not even the stars themselves. But we care, don't we? We do. More than anything. And with this, we might be able to save them. We need to understand why. I shudder, her wide smile, her sharp teeth. I don't trust her with this. I know her better than anyone, and I know she can't be trusted. Then what happens to me? She pulls her face close so I can taste the blood on her teeth. So close I can see the hate on her tongue. Darling, I'm going to eat you. Wow. Well, everybody, that was The Waters Above Prelude. I can't wait till the game actually comes out. I will definitely check out their other games. The company that made this was Studio Elan, I think. It's mostly Yuri games that they have made. And all their games are Yuri. And they're actually pretty cute so far. They do have 5 games that are free. Who is the Red Queen? I Told You So. First Snow, Without a Voice, and then The Waters Above Prelude. I would definitely check them out if you guys like what you saw here. And then the rest of their games is Heart of the Woods, Highway Blossoms, National Park Girls, and Please Be Happy. So check them out if you like them. Check out my channel and come see what you like and see what you don't like. I'm always open for suggestions, so just message me on either my on Twitch or on YouTube in a comment. Either one is fine. And I'll see what I can do. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye.